Well, got a special guest today. A new bajo. New bass. So, this is one of the models Jackson released in NAMM 2020. Now, I just saw today that NAMM 2021 is canceled. That's big. And that's really sad, too, because this was the first year I was going to be able to go. I couldn't go this year because I was on tour. Jackson released their Spectra bass series in 2019. So they were very low price point, bolt-on necks. Still a lot of great features. I believe this has very similar things, but it's now a neck-through model with a couple other small tweaks and improvements. And I'm excited to check it out. And don't eat these. This color is so cool. Okay, this is I'm doing bad here. There we go. There you have it. Now again, this is pretty similar to the model I've had. This is just a newer model with this neck through. This is really dope. This color looks great. It's coming out pretty accurate, it looks like on camera, but it's just got this really nice, just classic blue sheen. I just love it. I've never had a blue bass. Ah, I'm so glad to have one. For a while it was I wanted a green bass, now there's a blue one. And they changed to different knobs that look a little bit upgraded. I love the way this looks. And it's got kind of a not as slick of a feel as it looks. It feels pretty good. And this is like it's not matte, but it's not super high gloss either. It's kind of this weird in between. This is the X Series Spectra bass XBS 5-string in electric blue. Alright, so this is on no particular patch. This is just on direct, I believe. Yep, this is direct in interface, bypassing any helix patch, anything. A little buzzy on the B. So that's something I absolutely have to adjust. Been playing the Warwick for a week, so this is like a meteor, more like, I guess, a humbucker tone. It's got a nice richness to it. I'm still going to prefer the EMG pickups that I'm getting in my other Jackson, I'm sure, but these are great for what they are, you know. It's less about these pickups to me, it's more the fact that they're just passive, they just respond differently. So here's the coil. Oh, they've got it, I think they've got it wired. Hold on, let me test this out. Okay, this is all, they've got it backwards. That's new. So on my other basses, you flick it that way, it activates all of them. You flick it toward you, it's only, I think, the outer two on each pickup. So this is the actual tone, I guess. Harmonics ringing out pretty great. Really good. It's got a nice punchy tone. I feel like they modified the pickups because straight up, whenever I got the last two Jacksons, they were really quiet in comparison. And I remember my Warwick going on just the direct patch down here is really quiet. These are like really loud. I can't really confirm that. It's hard to tell, but these feel like the pickups might have been different on these models. It's got a push-pull. Ooh, they changed the push-pull thing to it. It's got a different mechanism. So this is passive. Back to active. That's a difference. I gotta read about this because there might be a lot more differences I'm aware of. But yeah, this is a cool feature about this bass. It does run a passive, or it does run an active preamp, one 9-volt battery. If your battery dies, you could just pull that switch and it's just like having a Fender bass. Like, you don't have to have a battery. So it's a really cool, like, if your battery dies is the way they advertise it, which has never happened to me during a gig, but it's there. So I'll talk about the features of it real quick, and then I'm going to go through the measurements. So again, 3-band push-pull, or a 3-band active EQ, push-pull, active passive, which is a really cool feature to have. 35-inch scale, which I'm not a fan of 35-inch scale basses. So if I have the opportunity to ever make a custom modified version of this bass, I'm absolutely going to 34-inch scale. Just works better for my hands. It's purely just a I'm used to it thing. And when you're playing like a Master of Puppets type riff down here, that 1 inch makes a huge difference. So yeah, maple neck, which not the fingerboard, the neck, but you can't really tell because this one's painted. It's neck through with graphite reinforcement and a scarf joint, which is cool. This is satin. It says it's satin. I don't know. You tell me. Like, it's not like ultra shiny, but it's not like matte finish either. Hard to tell. I don't know. It looks closer to like high gloss to me. Now the cool thing about these basses, they have a 12-inch to 16-inch compound radius. So at this end of the neck, it's a 16-inch radius, and down here it's a 12-inch. So it flattens out as you get higher, which is cool for more like chordal and solo stuff. And a little more rounded down here, I guess, to kind of go with the hand position. So that's satin body finish, so we'll go with it. 2-way toggle split, coil split. Okay, so now when I do the coil split, yeah, it's the outer two, so it's that coil and that one. Good way to test that is you can just touch a metal thing to the little coils and know which ones are on or off. So this is the coil split. Has like a really jazz bass, like Fender jazz bass, just classic jazz sound. This is all of them. I prefer this sound. It's like less scooped. It's got more mid punch. These sound really good. I swear that these have to be a little different than the stock ones. I inherently like these more. And I'm really excited to get this bass set up. Really just need to adjust this B string. All the other strings seem to feel pretty good. Tapping actually sounds pretty good too.